In summer, we're barbecues galore. In winter, we've got fireplaces and more. Compare top brands side by side, feature by feature. Fisher, Arrow, Spincraft, and Heatilator. And we've got gas logs, fire screens, and accessories. As a special offer, save $200 on this beautifully tiled wood-burning stove by Kent. No kidding. You get fireplaces and more at Barbecues Galore. And there's a Barbecues Galore near you, open 7 days a week.
We've got to move our inventory. Our huge floor stock must go. Elegant plushes, practical cut loops in beautiful decorator colors. Hundreds of rolls reduced up to 30% off our already low discount prices. Yes, up to 30% off. For long-lasting satisfaction, depend on carpets of Ultron nylon pile. Wear dated with a full 5-year warranty. Ultron nylon is the symbol of quality. As low as $9.99 a square yard at
Carpeteria, Carpeteria, Carpeteria.
The best of Spider-Man concludes tonight when Nicholas Hammond makes a dangerous attempt to solve the mystery of the evil curse of Rava. What is this strange and ungodly spell that is terrorizing a city?
It's the curse of Rava. I told you.
Why can't the superhero answer the call for help? Only Spider-Man can break this deadly curse of Rava. A Spider Week concludes with the curse of Rava. Tonight at 8 on Channel 5.
Now everyone can afford a beautiful new kitchen like this from Custom Craft. Look, real wood cabinets, Formica counter, a stainless steel sink, illuminated ceiling, and a no-wax floor. We do it all in only 5 days. Use our easy payment plan. Call Custom Craft now and receive a built-in range, oven, and dishwasher, all included at no additional cost. Call 993-9999 now. Remember, the third number is a 3.
I fixed a lot of pianos in my day, but there's one piano I'll never get a chance to fix, a Schaefer & Sons. They think their piano has such exceptional quality, they guarantee it for a lifetime. I'm home, honey.
Hi, Beethoven.
Looks like a Schaefer & Sons is the one piano I'll never lay a hand on, except to play one.
Schaefer & Sons, quality good enough to last a lifetime, and guaranteed that long, only at Colton.
KTLA, Channel 5, Los Angeles.
Hug me, Cerrucci, love me, Cerrucci, you got me, Cerrucci, Cerrucci.
Available at Bullock's.
It's morning.
I want it.
For breakfast.
You want it? We got it. The breakfast bonanza with Hills Brothers Coffee.
It's big.
It's new, just 39 cents.
Just 39 cents.
For Hills Brothers Brew?
We've also got the muffin and egg.
The muffin and egg?
I like it.
Me too.
What else have you got?
That we might want.
Pepperidge Farm Danish.
Pepperidge Farm Danish?
And orange juice.
They've got it.
We want it.
You want it? We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. The breakfast bonanza.
At AM, PM.
AM, PM. You want it? We got it.
At AM, PM.
We've got barbecues galore at Barbecues Galore. Gas barbecues, charcoal barbecues, barbecues on wheels, barbecues to build in. We have replacement parts, and we carry accessories for every type of barbecue. Barbecues Galore has an incredible selection with incredible prices to match. This charbroil dual-burner gas grill with automatic igniter, only $99. Bet you can't buy better. And there's a Barbecues Galore near you, open 7 days a week.
Now, Candlelight Music proudly presents over 3 dozen recordings as part of the most spectacular offer in the history of rock and roll music. First, discover Treasures of Rock and Roll, Volume 1.
I don't you know that I dance to the world of the street.
And here's more, the incredible Handholders 1.
There are diamonds, pearls, you were mine at the time.
This giant exclusive is not sold in any store at any price.
Baby, I'm yours.
Listen to this. You also receive Treasures of Rock and Roll, Volume 2. And yes, Handholders 2 is here for you.
I bless the day I found you.
There's even more. In addition to Treasures of Rock and Roll, Volumes 1 and 2, and Handholders 1 and 2, get ready for extra solid gold as Candlelight brings you the memory years.
Oh, love as I love.
Yes, Yes, over 36 priceless recordings. And if you act now, you'll receive a special rock and roll library presentation case for the beauty and safekeeping of your giant collection. The unique Treasury Collection Treasures of Rock and Roll 1 and 2, Handholders 1 and 2, and the Memory Years, plus a Rock and Roll Library presentation case is only $19.97, either in the Record Treasury, 8-track tape Treasury, or the cassette tape Treasury. Don't delay. Here's how to order your collection.
To order your giant rock collection and deluxe library box, call toll-free 1-800-453-7800. Receive COD charges plus postage by sending check or money order to Giant Rock Collection, Box 68, Los Angeles, California, 90053. Or call 1-800-453-7800. Visa and MasterCard accepted.
Well, old friend, that Schaefer & Son piano salesman sure was right. He promised us a Schaefer & Son's lifetime of happiness, and you'd never let us down. Through all the anniversaries, the parties and reunions, you were there. Tomorrow, my little girl is getting married. I know you'll do that wedding march proud.
Schaefer & Sons Piano is a good family friend, a great family tradition. Only at Colton.
Left a good job in the city, working for a man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of pain in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, 'cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river.
Look at me. I've lost it. I feel great. I feel thin.
Colleen Kieselhorst has lost weight on the Control diet plan. Control works, and without stimulant.
Helped me eat less so that I lost weight. It doesn't have any stimulants in it. That was one of the reasons I took it.
Control capsules contain no stimulant, only the strongest, most effective appetite suppressant available without prescription.
And I couldn't be more pleased. I've lost the weight I wanted to lose.
Want to lose weight without stimulant? Take Control.
From Good Morning America to World News Tonight to Nightline, ABC News. Expect more from us.
Here's to good friends. Tonight
Hey,
is
Phil,
kind of special.
I thought you were taking us to dinner.
I am.
Okay, where is it? You're standing on it. What? Hey, a clam bake.
I suppose you got Lowenbrow, too.
Yep.
You want the taste of a truly great American beer. Tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Bill, that was fantastic. Hey, I only take my friends to the best places.
Does your husband care about the wash?
Oh, he does not care at all.
Mrs. Bias just uses detergent alone. Let's see what happens when she adds Clorox bleach to one of her loads.
Which pair of socks would you rather wear?
These. They just look cleaner. Who wants to walk around in dull socks?
Yes, I'd rather see you in these also.
He picked the socks washed in Clorox.
I didn't think that Clorox would make a difference. And apparently it does.
Clorox makes the difference.
I believe he cares.
When I looked at Datsun 280ZX and Porsche 924, I also looked at this new Mazda RX-7. And that's all it took.
Just one look. That's all it took. Yeah, just one look. That's all it took.
You get a lot of refined sports car with the Mazda RX-7. You also get great mileage. And you get it all at a price that'll really make you look twice.
Yeah, the more you look, the more you like.
You know, everyone said, Carolyn, open a restaurant. So I did.
Hey, number one.
Now it's lunch for 100 every day, plus menus and reservations and hiring people. Oh, hello. Glad you could see
number one.
And every day without fail. I take my one a day plus iron.
You're number one.
It's got 100% full potency of iron, and I want to make sure I get all the iron my hard-working body needs.
Hey, number one.
Are you paying through the nose for your deodorant? Why waste money? Get on the stick. Speed Stick Solid Deodorant from Menon. Look, you'd use up 2 3-ounce sprays and start a third before you'd use up 1 2.5-ounce Speed Stick. Not only that, Speed Stick is effective. 60% more effective against odor than the leading deodorant spray. So why pay through the nose for an aerosol?
Why waste money?
Try Speed Stick Solid Deodorant from Menon.
Sunday, they were the best of friends, sharing the fights, sharing the women. But one became a sheriff, the other an outlaw.
Get him up.
A difference that led to the inevitable showdown.
Hold it, Billy.
Rock Hudson, Dean Martin, showdown.
In 1 week.
My skin was so dry that I agreed to try Dove for 7 days. Dove really works for me. My skin is softer, less dry.
I used Dove for just 7 days. My skin felt clean without the dryness.
We asked women across America to give up ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
I just tried Dove for 7 days, and I could really notice a difference.
Dove is 1/4 moisturizing cream.
I can tell because even my makeup goes on better. I should have been using Dove all along.
For softer, smoother skin, try the Dove 7-day test.
Is the American Motors Spirit worth $5 more than Chevette? Let's compare. Chevette would have to be a lot wider to give you the same front seat comfort as Spirit. Spirit's 21-gallon gas tank is bigger, too. Think about that this weekend. And Spirit has Z-Bart factory rust protection, plus the only full 5-year no-rust-through warranty. American Motors Spirit. It lists for $5 more than Chevette, but it's worth it.
Now's a great time to save during American Motors' great American clearance sale.
You're the skeet shooting expert. What am I doing wrong?
Let's talk about it over a beer. Better yet, over a Michelob Light.
A light beer? Since when? Since Michelob Light.
The rich, full-bodied taste of Michelob Light. Compare it to any beer you like.
This Michelob Light's one fine beer. Now, if I can only raise my scores.
Hey, you want really high scores?
Yeah.
Go back to golf.
Michelob Light. Compare the taste to any beer you like.
Yeah.
Right now, you can drive into Photomat with your color print film for developing and drive out with a replacement roll of Photomat film for half price.
Her life took shape with acceptance to med school. That's when she put the Chase Bank behind her. Today, she's a resident physician.
Sure, I'm glad my income is growing, but managing it isn't easy. So I have the Chase behind me for everything. Checking, savings, credit, everything. Chase is solid with the resources to help me do the most with the money I have. Know what? I can even pay my bills by phone.
Paging Dr. You're on your way when you have the Chase behind you.
I drink Dr. Pepper, don't you know? It's the original taste that I love so. And the taste is making peppers everywhere I go. There's greeting peppers, eating peppers, choir peppers, shire peppers. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? There's winning peppers, spinning peppers, non-peppers, fun peppers. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper.
Now Velleman's comes in a new flavor, cinnamon. It's different. Velleman's took the sugar out. Cinnamon never tasted like this before. So fresh, it takes your breath away.
Developments took the sugar out. You can really taste the mint. So fresh, they take your breath away. Cool refreshment, Developments.
New and different cinnamon from Developments. Now in 4 refreshing flavors.
The elevator needn't wait in Hanes Alive, you won't be late. Gentlemen, prefer Hanes. Running stairs won't bother you in Hanes Alive, we know it's true. Gentlemen, prefer Hanes.
Running around all day doesn't have to run you down. We're Hanes Alive, the beautiful sheer support.
But when you make it to the top, who says the chase will have to stop?
Now get big savings on Hanes Alive.
Jovan presents the perfect case for changing your lipstick. Flipsticks. The single-handed lipsticks that give you sensuous smoothness, luscious moistness. A unique tallow-enriched formula in dozens of long-lasting colors that rise to any occasion, all with a flip of your thumb. Flipsticks, the single-handed lipsticks. By Jovan.
Look for Jovan Flipsticks at Abraham & Strauss.
There is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all our beer. Heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all our beer. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all our beer.
Birthday bash for MGM and Kleenex tissues. Oh, here they come! Right now, when you buy any 4 boxes of softer, thicker Kleenex, plus one of these marvelous movies on video, you get $5 back. Choose from The Wizard of Oz, West Side Story, Moonstruck, and more. So hurry on in, because the MGM Kleenex Birthday Bash is now in stores everywhere.
So my wife got her hair cut, and I didn't notice it was a micron shorter, so she said...
You never notice anything.
And I said, I noticed that cheeseburgers at Burger King have 75% more beef than McDonald's. And she said, nice. You pay more attention to a burger than you do to me. Which wasn't fair. I mean, the burgers are bigger, flame broiled, so they taste good. And you can't help but notice they come with fries and a drink, all for just $1.89. So she said, maybe you should go live there.
Burger King, get your burgers worth.
What could be better than one Mountie and a Chicago cop?
All right, nobody move. Hands in the air.
How about two Mounties?
Now there's a country that knows what to export.
This Thursday, Leslie Nielsen is heading due south. For some old-fashioned hunting and trapping.
That man's been working out.
Due south, Thursday.
We will find him. We always do.
A boy does a man's job and pays a price.
What happened?
Scorpion stung him.
How far will he go to prove he's a man?
The cattle more important than your brother?
Dr. Quinn, Saturday. Chicago Hope, Thursdays on CBS.
Stetson's easy.
Yeah?
Yes, I got to get to my show.
Let's go.
Stetson Cologne, easy to wear, hard to resist.
Where's that great smelling guy who got me here tonight? I've got a front row seat here just for you.
Now there's a new Velveeta to cook Italian.
No matter if your name is Kowalski or Connolly, because you see, new Velveeta Italiana makes your favorite Italian foods so easily. Velveeta Italiana, an Italian blend of cheese, melts so smoothly and so creamily over pasta, over chicken, even over pierogi. For Italian food, now you can use Velveeta Italiana.
The KELOLAND Women's Show, October 14th through 16th at the Sioux Falls Arena, featuring the Hy-Vee Food Pavilion with free samples. Visit the Sioux Valley Hospital Women's Health Pavilion. Friday is Working Women's Night, including the KELO FM Bachelor Auction on the Yonkers Fashion Stage. Saturday, meet Brad Carlton from The Young and the Restless, and Sunday, meet Blade from Y&R. Enter Model Search 94 by Professional Image by Rosemary. TWA is the official airline of the KELOLAND Women's Show, October 14th through 16th at the Sioux Falls Arena.
Spencer Furniture knows different people demand different types of mattresses. In fact, Spencer's can put anybody to sleep. Regular firm with gentle support, $299%. Extra firm with firm support, $379%. Pillow top comfort with good support, $599%. Twin size, $68 per piece. That's sound asleep savings. Spencer's has what you need, even adjustable electric beds with massage. A mattress to fit individual needs at a price that will put you to sleep. Only from Spencer Furniture, corner of 12th and 1st, downtown Sioux Falls. You're watching KELOLAND TV, home of the 1994 South Dakota High School football playoffs.
The way I see it, the last thing people 50 and over should do is stay home sitting on their duffs. You gotta do things you've never done. You gotta go places you've never been. You gotta call 1-800-4CHOICE and reserve a room at any Quality, Comfort, Clarion, or Sleep Hotel, where people 50 and over who don't want to sit on their duffs can get a 30% discount. Oh, getting older is not for sissies.
Blindfold, monsieur?
No.
Cigarette?
No.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni and cheese.
Tombstone pizza, Pierre!
What do you want on your tombstone? Real meat, real cheese. Much better tasting than pizzas made with imitation cheese. So what do you want on your tombstone?
Napkin? No.
Ever ask yourself, why should you have to wash all the dishes before you wash the dishes? With the Maytag Jet Clean dishwasher, you don't have to. Its 43 powerful jets scrub every surface, it filters the food particles and disposes. Maytag is the dishwasher that asks the question, who needs you?
Where have I heard that?
Maytag, the dependability people.
Hi, I'm Happy Hank of the Harrisburg Furniture Barn. We're having our anniversary sale. That's right, 17 years ago this week, we started the Harrisburg Furniture Barn. Me and my two sons. I want to tell you, we got the best price in the Midwest. Come to the Harrisburg Furniture Barn. We have 2-for-1 recliners. We have interest-free. We have what you want. We'll do anything we can do to make you happy. Remember, we have our anniversary sale. Harrisburg's 5 miles south of Sioux Falls. I'm Happy Hank. I want your business.
The Harrisburg Furniture Barn 17th anniversary sale.
The key to winning is staying healthy.
Hi, I'm Carl Nichols of the Sioux Falls Canaries. To gain and maintain my health, I do what dozens of athletes do. I turn to Drs. Mark and Bruce Hagen Sr. at the Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, and so should you.
I'm Dr. Bruce Hagen Sr. I practice with my son, Dr. Mark. We offer comprehensive chiropractic care, the latest in procedures and technology, and all at reasonable prices. Insurance is accepted, and we're located 1/2 block south of O'Gorman High School in Sioux Falls. Call us at 361-OUCH now for a complimentary consultation.
A new effort to find Larissa Dumansky. Join us for the Night Beat Report in 1 hour.
More paste, thick, and chunky salsa. Here. This ain't paste, thick, and chunky salsa. Well, woo, doggies.
Paste is made with big chunks of tomatoes, onions, and peppers.
Perfect for dipping.
By folks in San Antonio.
Who know what salsa should taste like. Well, this stuff's made in New York City.
New York City?
Jake, it's time you switch brands.
Pick up the thick and chunky one. Pick up the pace.
Make your next theme party ideal with party items for all occasions at Ideal Wedding and Party Center. Select a silver punch fountain and silk flowers for your wedding, or find a jukebox and some balloons for a 50s rock and roll bash. Ideal has grass skirts, lace, and more for a Hawaiian luau party, and all the makings of a crazy Mexican fiesta. So if it's a graduation or an over-the-hill birthday party, find everything you need at Ideal. Ideal Wedding and Party Center, your one-stop polka dot party place off Minnesota on 12th Street.
They're coming for savings. They're coming for selection. They're coming for service. They're coming to Johnson's Furniture in Mitchell, your savings destination. No need to drive out of state when you can pick from the cream of the crop on Johnson's 3 spacious floors. Select from the entire collections of the nation's best brands and enjoy substantial savings both in stock and special order. Once you experience the Johnson's Furniture difference, you won't want to go anywhere else. Plan now for the holidays. Whatever your budget, whatever your style, your best furniture buys are at Johnson's in Mitchell.
All right, welcome to the first Archiveland public domain theater live stream in quite a while now, about 4 months. Now let's see if I can still pull it off. So anyway, if you're not aware, next Monday is Silent Movie Day, September 29th. And of course, doing a live stream on a Monday just doesn't really work very well. So yeah, we're celebrating it today. And of course, under ideal circumstances, there would be a normal archive episode to go with it, but hopefully we can get that back next year. But nonetheless, I'm going to absolutely destroy my own reputation with tonight's movie. So I'm known for showing schlock. I am known for showing horror. I am known for showing slapstick. But we're going to do a straightforward drama tonight, and I'll explain why in just a bit. But anyway, tonight's feature is a little thing called Sunrise. from 1927. And this is considered kind of one of the three peaks of silent film feature filmmaking, on a technical level at least. So it's this, Metropolis, and The Passion of Joan of Arc. So I can't really show Metropolis because there's no good public domain prints, and I just think it would be in bad taste to do the Joan of Arc one. But anyway, I picked Sunrise here because I think it's just fitting for me personally right now. So I mentioned this is considered certainly one of the technical peaks of silent film, and it's kind of weird. This movie is all about contrast. So you've got a very, very advanced film, but the story is ultra basic. Some would contend a little too basic, but I think that's kind of the point here. But at the same time, it's all about duality. It's about, certainly within the context of the movie, deconstruction and rebuilding. And so I feel like I can kind of relate to that quite a bit lately. Certainly if you know what the last few years have looked like, but certainly the last couple of months, and me posting to Facebook pictures of the ongoing progress around here. So yeah, it just seemed like the perfect movie for right now. So anyway, I am, well, let me back up a second here. As for the movie, this is from F.W. Murnau, and he's known for this little thing called Nosferatu, little horror movie. But this has a couple of very minor horror elements to it, but this is really Murnau really breaking his own formula. So I think that kind of factors into the whole change thing with this. But anyway, I was starting to say that I've totally forgotten what I was going to say. Couldn't have been too important. But anyway, yes, this is... Oh, now I remember. Never mind. Doing this live, you know. So this technically is not a silent film, but there is no dialogue. All the spoken dialogue that you would hear, audible dialogue. But it's in that weird zone, that last couple of years of the silence, where you could get it with a soundtrack just, on the film. And so that's what we got here, the original soundtrack from 1927. I think The Jazz Singer had already come out by this point, but there were still plenty of silence coming out with just effects tracks for places that were wired for sound. So anyway, as this is a Laserdisc, it will have to flip partway through the movie. And this is kind of a long one by my standards. This is 95 minutes, I believe. Usually the stuff I run is like 70. But I think it's worth it. So anyway, as I was saying with the side flipping thing, I will run some ads during that time, some more ads for you. But anyway, let's get the movie started. It will take a minute to fire things up, but just sit tight.
Good day, Bob and Doug McKenzie from Camp Molson, eh?
Yeah, we're doing some fly fishing and drinking our favorite beer, Molson Golden, eh? And to lure him in, my brother hasn't had a bath in a month. I got one. I'll help you, eh? Fight him. Hey, he's the keeper.
Come up to Canada. Come up to Molson. Molson Gold.
I'll clean him, you cook. You want a leg or a wing? Nothing like a day of Molson Golden and fly fishing, eh?
Yeah, I couldn't eat another fly. I'm stuffed.
Will you open this?
Hey, Dad, is this how you sulfur pie?
Man, I know you said rock and roll, but I really wanted to direct.
I was hoping you could talk to the president about the price of oil.
It's good to be me.
Good things happen at Carefree Spas. Like right now during Wet Test Week, you'll get incredible savings on the best-built spas.
Savings, selection, and service. Carefree Spas, where good things happen in Denver and Colorado Springs.
The incredible betting blowout is on at Grand Furniture Warehouse. We have bunk beds starting at $88. This mate's bed and wider room finished just $98. Four-piece bedroom starting at $148. We have over 15 bedrooms to choose from. Mattresses starting at $18, 12-inch piece. Pillow top mattresses from $99. First come, first serve. Selling starts today. With our same-day delivery, you can buy it today, sleep on it tonight. Free layaway. Grand Furniture Warehouse. Phone 695-1105. Grand Furniture Warehouse.
Your future is about to be revealed. Call for your free tarot reading now.
There's something else you've been holding back from him. The Ace of Cups. Now it all makes sense. Lydia, you're pregnant, aren't you? And he doesn't know.
No way. How did you know that? We were so happy at first, but for the past few years, it hasn't been very good.
Tracy, I hate to be blunt, but he's seeing someone else.
What? You can actually see that?
I'm still hurt that he thinks his job is more important than me.
Barbara, you didn't feel that way when your husband was away a few months ago, did you?
What do you mean?
The Six of Swords shows a journey cross-country. And when he was away, you were the one having an affair. I hope you're still there.
Yeah, I'm here.
How close am I?
Too close.
Find out what secrets our tarot masters have to tell you. Call now.
Call 1-800-799-6687.
It's midnight and my boyfriend is still out. How can I tell if he's cheating on me?
My friend Cheryl found out right away that her husband was cheating on her by calling Affairs Uncovered. Her husband propositioned an undercover decoy from Affairs Uncovered. You should have seen the look on his face when she played back the whole thing on tape. He'll never cheat on her again.
Call Affairs Uncovered for a free private consultation. Dial 424-0717 or 1-800-320-1626.
Hey, America, something's missing from your sandwich. The great taste of cheese. It makes your so-so sandwich sensational. This turkey sandwich is as plain as it can be, but add some zesty cheese. It's such a hit, they'll vote it MVP.
Love it with cheese.
Your roast beef sandwich scores a 0, but add some tangy cheese, you've got a great American hero.
Now this is a winner.
Give your sandwich a new attitude with cheese.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. There was a little bit of a hiccup there. Oh well. Nonetheless, the sun rose. So anyway, that is going to wrap things up for tonight. And the next time I do one of these, I'll try and pick something scary and or silly and or just schlocky. I mean, there's elements of that in this movie, but yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but it would take me longer to find the point where it left off. But that was just about the final scene. It would have faded out just another 30 seconds or so after that, if memory serves. So anyway, a slightly awkward way to end things, but nonetheless, that is it for now. I'll see you again soon. This is station KLAK, Channel 31, Archiveland, concluding another day of broadcasting. This station is owned and operated by Minadian Media Mutual of Midwestern Middle Management. Our station is located in a rundown, flood-prone split level somewhere in South Dakota, with our transmitter located out the back of a JVC HR S7600U SVHS deck at an effective radiated power of 3/20ths of a watt. KLAK is also a member in good standing of the Television Code, despite being out of practice for decades now. We now invite you to join us on KLAK Radio 640 and sometimes 1240 on your AM dial for music all night. On behalf of the staff of KLAK TV, a staff of one, I now bid you good night. And now, our national anthem.